What's up, YouTube? Well, you're on YouTube, though.
YouTube started?
YouTube already started.
Take a look at this bar. 2018, yeah.
Get this thing together, YouTube.
I do like the intro, YouTube. We can kind of just clown a little bit. Make sure you and my camera, and I'm in your camera.
Are you in my camera? Yeah.
Lean yours down a little bit.
Lean mine down a little bit.
A little bit more like
that. This right here, YouTubers.
Just like that.
Y'all like this.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom.
To get this started, YouTube, you get to see it from the beginning.
We're going to do a little countdown. Let that music come on.
Let it play.
And then we're going to say our thing.
Go.
Okay. This goes out to all the bandwagoners out there.
Bandwagoners, y'all.
This is for you.
Yeah, for you.
Other hand.
You. Hush that fuzz. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Yeah. This is Homeboy Fishing. Featuring Chocolate Hefe with football with a little dab of fishing. Let me let Chocolate Hefe introduce himself to you all. We'll get this thing started.
This is Chocolate Hefe. Hey, welcome to the College Football Championship show segment. We only got one topic, and that's talk about this College Football Championship game between the Georgia Bulldogs, the local team, and the Alabama Crimson Tide. And as you know, Georgia Bulldogs have a ton of bandwagoners on that bandwagon this week.
I told you
that pinto is laid down, scrubbing the ground, because there's a lot of cats that done jumped on this bus.
Everybody want to be a Georgia Bulldog fan this week.
Oh, yes, they do.
Purdue named yesterday National State Georgia Bulldog Day.
I'm happy for the local team. We shall see. We shall see. We're going to talk about that right now. Please give us your comments. See if you agree with Chocolate Hefe and Homeboy Fishing. But Homeboy Fishing, get us started.
Look at here. These are my top 5. You know what? It don't even matter no more. We ain't got no top 5. We ain't got nothing.
Stop talking about it.
She done sent me out of coke. But anyway, I'm taking over the show today. And I'm breaking this down by positions. National championship, position by position.
All right. Alabama versus Georgia.
And I'm going to test your skills to see if your mathematical skills add up right. Position by position. Let's start off first with the quarterback comparison.
All right.
Who do you give this edge to? Do you give it to Georgia or Alabama? Based off just what you think. Every team will get a plus, every team. So at the end, we're going to add these numbers up. Once we add these numbers up, by your picks, we're going to see calculating who should win the game. Then I'm asking your opinion. Then I'm going to give you my opinion. And then you know what? We don't care about what you think. We don't care about what you think. All we care about is what we thought.
That's right. And remember, folks, just because the numbers add up, that don't necessarily mean the game's going to work out that way. That's why they got upsets. Let's get this thing started here.
All right, quarterback comparison. Who do you give that edge to? Break down your quarterback.
The advantage I give is to Alabama.
Alabama get a +1.
Alabama get the +1. Here's the reason why.
I'll keep score.
Their quarterback, Jalen Hurts, this is his 3rd time in a row at this stage. So the stage is not too big for him. He's not nervous. Another thing, this year he takes care of the football. He does not make turnovers. He does not do dumb things with the ball, and he is deadly with his legs. He's not a great passer. He's deadly with his legs. Now, I have to give Georgia quarterback some comparison. He has to be cool. He has to avoid the turnovers and wait for opportunities to make his big plays. But the advantage in this game definitely goes to Alabama and Jalen Hurts. That's my number 1 comparison there.
Okay, so you give Alabama 1+ on this.
All right.
All right, running back comparison. Georgia's horses versus Alabama's pony.
All right. The clear advantage here goes to UGA. UGA is led by a 3-headed monster in Chubb, Michelle, and Swift. All right. A.K.A. Cerberus, which is a 3-headed monster that guards the gates of hell. That's Georgia Bulldogs. Apparently, they guard the gates of hell, and they score touchdowns for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Long touchdowns.
They hit you with speed, explosiveness, and power. Each of them can take it to the house on any given play.
Any given play.
Alabama running backs are pretty darn good, but they're at a JV level compared to UGA's running backs. So to me, I think Georgia has the clear factor here with the running back. So that's who I like with the running back comparison.
Let's go to offensive linemen and tight ends. We put them all in one category.
Okay, so tight ends are a non-factor. Both tight ends for both teams don't impress. Both tight ends for both teams don't really do a whole lot. So I'm going to say the tight ends are a non-ranking factor. Now, offensive line, I think it's a tie. I think it's a push.
Oh, you're going to get both of them a point there?
I think both of them get a point there. I think both lines are very good, but not great. Bama's line did an excellent job protecting Hurts against Clemson's pass rush. But Bama is not a prolific passing team, so it really doesn't matter. Their run back is very average. Georgia did the same against OU, but OU's defense is not very good. Nothing pops out on paper between these two teams, and so I have to give it an average. I have to give both teams an even score in this particular one. So I give them both 1 point apiece.
Crazy offenses comparison, but kickers. What do you think about kickers?
Oh, man, kicker, I'm going to give UGA the advantage. They got a kicker by the name of Rodrigo. I like to call him Goggles. He has a big and accurate leg. His 55-yard football at the end of the first half in the Georgia and Oklahoma game was a big momentum swing to Georgia, and I really thought that they did their thing going forward. So I think Bama's kick is very inconsistent. Nick Saban knows this. And I don't think Nick Saban has a lot of confidence in his cat. Rodrigo or Goggles is a former walk-on who earned a scholarship. This cat knows how to kick.
He kicked the 55-yarder last week.
And I don't think the story is over. I think he's going to have a big role to play in this game. If this one's decided by a field goal, Rodrigo will be ready. So Georgia has the advantage there with field goal.
Let's flip it. Let's get on to the defensive side of the ball.
I love defense.
I love defense too. Give me a D-line comparison. Who do you think has the advantage on defensive linemen?
This is pretty easy. Even with all the injuries, I have to go with Alabama here.
Woo-hoo!
Alabama held a Clemson team that ran the hell out of football this year to only 64 yards rushing
64?
This year. They are big. They are strong. But the key to this game, if Alabama can maintain gap discipline. What gap discipline is that they basically form a wall so the running back doesn't have any creases to run through. If Georgia gets those gap disciplines, then it's going to be a long day for Alabama. But right now, Alabama, I saw what they did against Clemson, and they definitely had the defensive line advantage. Georgia has some pretty good athletes on defensive line, but nothing compared to Alabama. So Alabama, by far, has the best defensive line. I give them a point.
Okay. What about linebacker comparisons?
Linebacker comparisons. Okay. This one to me is easy. The pendulum swings to Georgia. Georgia has the Butkus Award winner in Raekwon Smith. And he's the real deal, folks. Number 3. And he has a sidekick called Lorenzo Carter. Those two are bad. They are fast and they meet the running backs with bad intentions.
Yes, they do.
They are going to put a hurt on Georgia running backs and Jalen Hurts if he comes out of the pocket trying to run that football. To me, they're going to be the key to this football game because Jalen Hurts is not a good passer. Now, he can get you play-action passes once they establish a running game. So if they cannot establish a running game, then no one's scared of Jalen Hurts and throwing the football against him. So I like Georgia's running a linebacker. This one by far. So they get the point, bro.
All right, what about defensive backs?
Defensive backs. I have to give the advantage to Alabama on here. They got a safety/corner by the name of Micah Fitzpatrick, who is NFL ready. This light-skinned brother is bad. This cat, whoever's on his side of the field would be a non-factor. He will shut it down. He's what you call a shutdown corner. And what he does is makes the other cornerbacks more aggressive. And they have another good safety in Harrison. So with Fitzpatrick and Harrison playing safety, the cornerbacks can be very aggressive. Georgia does not have any prolific wide receivers. So I think that Alabama is definitely going to make Georgia one-dimensional and run the football. Alabama's defensive backs will need to tackle very well in this game.
Okay.
Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Georgia running backs break into the second level, because they will. Can Alabama tackle
big boys?
Those cornerbacks tackle and bring those boys down. So that's what I think about the Georgia running backs. So the Alabama defensive backs, they get the edge here.
Okay.
And one thing I forgot was the punter. The punter here's a push. So give them both 1 point on that.
Okay. Well, you know what that means? Looking at your scorecard, Chocolate Hefe, you have a 5-5 tie. But you know what? I got a tiebreaker.
You got a tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker goes to special teams.
Who you like?
My special teams go out to Georgia Bulldogs. You know what? One of them 3 horses, he back there returning kicks. Or they can put Sonny Michel back there to return kicks.
That's true.
So my special team go to Georgia. So by looking at the scorecard, we got Georgia winning by 1 point. And I'm going to tell you who's going to win this game for real and why. Because I am homeboy fishing. I wish I had my mink on. Check out NFL earlier today. But anyway. Number 3, Raekwon Smith, like you say, he is special. He is Thomas Davis 2.0. He gets to the ball with great anger.
Cat's mad.
He's mad. Running backs. Georgia has 3 of them. Chubbs will run you over. Did you see last week when he ran over 2 and conveyed his composure to break for a long touchdown run?
I saw it.
Sonny Michel. He don't run you over. He runs through you with just speed. Just running through you. Ain't no on tackling Sonny Michel. Both will have big parts in this game and big runs. But like I say, like you said, don't forget about the minion. You know who the minion is?
Who's the minion?
That's the kicker.
Oh, yeah.
Kicked a 55-yarder last week. He's a game changer.
Correct.
He changed the whole momentum of the game. And honestly, y'all, Georgia Bulldogs win this one in a big one. Big shout out to my boy Sean Simmons. His son is number 87, Tyler Simmons. Watched this kid grow up. He was on 1 year up under me when I coached Little League football. As you can see the trophies in the back. He always been a ball player. And he's number 87 for Georgia. Big shout out to you, Sean. Good luck on your game Monday.
What's up? That's what's up. Hey, check this out. You said it was 5-4, right?
Based on the point system.
And who was winning? Georgia.
Okay, but I got Georgia winning by 21.
Because of special team. So this is what Chocolate Hefe has to say about this. I said it all year long. I thought Georgia Bulldogs were having a special year. No, I'm not a bandwagoner. I'm just a commentator who follows sports. They're having a special year. This game, attention folks, will not be a shootout. So the average football novice might go to sleep during this game. It's going to be a defensive game, low-scoring football game. UGA, listen, Alabama fans, UGA has shown the ability to make big plays all year long.
Big run.
They got those 3-headed running backs. So, remember, big-time players make big plays
in big games. Yes, they do.
This is UGA's year, and they have those type of players. With that said, UGA wins their first title since Herschel Walker led the national championship team in 1980.
Did you see him doing that backflip?
Sorry, Bama.
It's
UGA
over.
by 4.
We're not Georgia fans.
In an upset.
Anything over Alabama, we're totally against Alabama.
I agree. So, Alabama fans, we love you, but again, stay tuned to earlier we talked about grow up. It's only a game. It's only a game. It's only a game. You got on Alabama, bro. They're gonna discriminate against you like they do against anyone else. So don't think you're special because you wear Alabama jersey down in Alabama.
Nah, you just Alabama. You didn't go to the school.
Correct.
Rolled hard. That's all we hear. Rolled hard.
Roll what?
Rolled hard. We're tired here rolling tide.
Hey, bro.
Hey, first time ever you hear it come out of homeboy fishing mouth. Let's go Bulldogs. Take care of business.
Oh, wow.
Run that ball.
Wow. Check this out, folks. This is our last college football broadcast of the year. I want to sincerely thank all of our fans for tuning in this year.
Much love.
We had a lot of fun with this. We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all of the suggestions that make us better. Next year, we're going to try to do the show bigger and better. What you got, homeboy fishing?
First of all, thank you for after my week 1 with the guy who actually showed me how to get his podcast rolling. You came on and you took care of business week by week. We had our differences, but we fought through everything. I mean, it's 18 weeks in a row. It's kind of hard to be committed to do something over and over again, especially when you get up at this time in the morning on a Saturday morning and you don't get paid for this.
Nope.
We don't get paid for this, y'all. You know what? But it's our opinions. It ain't your opinion, but it is your opinion. So you remember something? This is Homeboy Fishing, featuring Chocolate Hefe, with football with a little dab of fishing, broadcasting live from Panthers Den. Final week, college football. Good luck, Georgia Bulldogs. Tyler Simmons, 87. Mount Carmel Rams. What got bras in Atlanta. Woo!
We have a good time with this, folks. Football the way you like it. We're going to give it the way you like it. Thank you, gentlemen.
See you next year. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Go Carolina.
Reverend Henry, thank you so much. We love y'all. St. Louis watching. All over the world, worldwide. We love y'all. You too. Thank y'all for tuning in.